Joe Biden did that on the last day.
What? What the fuck?
Trump is doing this on day one.
Stop it. Get some help.
Why his brother, his brother's wife, his sister, his sister's husband?
People always say give credit where credit is due. And for that reason, I will say loud and clear that I believe the TV show called The View is the worst show that has ever existed on television. Now, if you don't know what that show is about, God bless you, because you are not missing out on anything. Some of the things they say on the show are so sickening and concerning. It is hard to believe that they have an actual audience. They have an audience that is listening, clapping, regardless of the nonsense they hear, regardless of the garbage, regardless of the basura they hear. They keep on cheering. Now, to be fair, I consider all of the hosts from that show to be sick liberals with woke ideologies. But every now and then, Alyssa Griffin, she calls out some of the BS. She calls out some of the nonsense, like in this one.
Here's what I'll say. One of the worst side effects of the Trump era is that because Donald Trump does so many things that are bad, we start to then say, well, other things aren't as bad that other politicians do because Donald Trump did something worse. And what happens is it becomes a race to the bottom. There's no whataboutism. This was just despicable that he would pardon these violent offenders. But I also want to have the conversation about the Joe Biden pardons. I think that it does matter. If we're living in a country where the rule of law matters, where no one is above the law, and where the precedents and the norms that we set matter and our institutions matter, I do think it warrants more scrutiny and more discussion. And there's a reason that even Democrats today are condemning the fact that Joe Biden, despite saying he would not pardon Hunter and he would not pardon his family, and condemning Donald Trump for considering blanket pardons the last term, then went in the final moments of his presidency and did it. That does damage to our democracy. And if we keep lowering the bar...
Joe Biden lost 2 other children. He lost 2 children.
And I've said
to be in a position and not protect the one child that he has.
Why his brother, his brother's wife, his sister, his sister's husband...
What you see happening in this video is exactly what having a conversation with a liberal feels like. They only want to use common sense when it's convenient to them. They only want to use the Constitution, the law, when it's convenient to them. Now, in 2020, right before President Trump left the White House after losing the election, there were speculations that he was considering granting blanket pardons to a few people. So a blanket pardon is basically a pardon that is granted to a group of people, and the pardon covers you from any crime committed during a specific period of time. And the good thing is, or the bad thing is, however you look at it, the crimes don't have to be specified in that pardon. That being said, it is a very powerful pardon. Nonetheless, the president did not grant such pardon. The left, they still went banana. Oh, how dare him considering this? He's abusing power. He's using the system, X, Y, and Z. He thinks he's above the law, blah, 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 blah. Bunch of nonsense. Fast forward 4 years later, those same sick individuals are now trying to justify President Biden granting preemptive pardons to his whole family. The hypocrisy from the left is so strong and obvious. Now, I'm starting to be worried, honestly. I'm starting to wonder, are they okay? Do they have any brain cells left? Obviously, not everything President Trump does, I agree with. Matter of fact, I myself don't even agree with everything I do. Right? So for me, that's not a deal breaker. The problem is when you have the sick liberals that they are always preaching the nice words. And when you look at their actions, they are the total opposite of what they preach. That's my problem. President Biden said he would not pardon his son because no one is above the law. He went ahead and granted a pardon to his son. President Biden said, I would not politicize the Department of Justice. He went ahead and did just that. He went and politicized the Department of Justice, used it against his opponent. President Biden said his family did nothing wrong, yet granted everybody a preemptive pardon. His brother, his sister, husband, sister, dog, cat, everybody got a pardon. What did the family do? We don't know. Not only we don't know, we will never know. But remember, guys, no one is above the law.
Joe Biden did that on the last day.
What? What the fuck?
Trump is doing this on day one.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's true, guys. That's true. Joe Biden gave a lot of people pardons on his last day, and President Trump gave them on day one. Therefore, it's not the same thing, right? Do y'all hear the nonsense from the left? Like, they have nothing to hold on. They're just spitting pure garbage. It's like, who cares if it's the last day, the second day, the first day? A pardon is a pardon. Point is, President Biden said he was not gonna give his son a pardon. He went ahead and gave his son a pardon. President Biden did not even notify the American people that he was gonna give pardon to his whole family. The last, not even the last day, the last couple minutes before he left the White House, he granted a preemptive pardons to his whole family. What are we talking about here? Now, I don't know if you guys know this. One of the biggest problems the liberals have with President Trump is actually President Trump's biggest strength. President Trump's theory is very direct and simple. His theory is, if you rock with me, I'm going to rock with you. That's it. If you stand and fight for me, I'm going to stand and fight for you, even in your bad or in your unwise decisions, especially if you made those decisions to benefit him. Ladies and gentlemen, that is President Trump's theory. Rock with me, I'm going to rock with you. Whether you are the Proud Boys, whether you are a religious group, whether you are Roger Stone, whether you are the people that went to the US Capitol 4 years ago, it doesn't matter. If you come for me, you show me support, I'm going to come for you and show you support regardless of the price I have to pay. That is President Trump's theory. Now, some people may disagree with that theory, right? So which is on. I respect that. But let me ask you, if you are from the left and you are not part of the LGBTQABCDEFG community, what have the Democrats done for you? I'll tell you. Absolutely nothing. Now we're gonna go deeper. I'm feeling it. We're gonna go deeper today. If you are a black person and you find yourself from the left, let me ask you, what has the Democratic Party done for you? I'll wait. And of course, guys, as always, thank you for watching, and please give this video a thumbs up. It's going to help me a lot with the algorithm. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.